Hi everyone, my name is Junon. I have a health science background and I'm the author of the book Truth and Empathy, How to Find Your Soulmate. And I'll put a link to the book below. This video is about why intuitive thinkers are the mind-mate type of romantic partners. I think that most of us have noticed that depending on an individual's personality type, they act differently within a romantic context. So when it comes to the intuitive thinkers, is that the theme of their lives is knowledge and power. So they like to learn, they like to be able to understand basic principles when it comes to math and science and use that knowledge to contribute to society. So an example would be someone like Newton and Einstein. The other aspect when it comes to these intuitives is that they have slower brain waves than sensors. So in terms, if you were to look at their brain waves, is that they have either an alpha or slow alpha brainwave dominance. So that's why they're not so much focused on the five senses. But in terms of their area of interest, it's not so much geared towards people, but geared towards the concrete. So they are focused on the abstraction of the concrete. That's why they are interested in usually math and science. Now, what happens is that if you look at the other personality types, is that yes, they can still, do rather well when it comes to the sciences and the math, but it's not so much, sort of a passion of theirs. For example, if you look at sensor perceivers, there is obviously the ESTP, the ISTP, but they don't have as much of a long attention span as the intuitive thinkers. So that's what really differentiates them. And also, you won't see intuitive thinkers being interested in entertainment or entrepreneurship. So they're the type of individuals who just want to just go and focus on their research and maybe spend a lot of time alone as well. Because even though, let's say someone might say, well, someone who's an ENTJ, although they are on paper extroverts, but because the energy of the intuitives is higher than the sensors, even if someone is on paper an extrovert, but they will act as an introvert. So again, when it comes to the intuitives, you'll see that they like to spend quite a bit of time alone to recharge. So that's how you can differentiate someone who is, let's say, an ESTP versus an ENTP, is because of the attention span difference, and also the fact that they will not be interested, let's say, in becoming like an athlete or becoming an entertainer or opening up their own business. So it's not their focus. How do you know that if someone is in fact an ESTJ instead of an ENTJ? Is the fact that center judges specifically, is that they are more traditional. So you won't see them go against the grain. And you'll see with intuitive thinkers is that they are about the future, what is new, what is different, what goes against the status quo. Whereas when it comes to the center judges, they like to follow tradition, keep the family together. They're very interested in having a proper sort of image when it comes to the community. So you'll see a big difference between the two, because of the fact that intuitive thinkers are about sort of following like a new path, actually forging a new path. That when it comes to the center judges, they're just more like they're focused on more the logistics of it. Therefore, because the whole group of intuitive thinkers are left brain dominant, they might have a hard time understanding their emotions and understanding the emotion of their partner. So they're not the type of individual who need a lot of like closeness and intimacy. So if a person decides to date them or marry them, they might have a hard time feeling a sense of connection on an emotional and spiritual level with this group. Since the theme of their lives is knowledge and power, they are looking for someone who can stimulate their mind. So they want their intellectual equal. So these are individuals who like to talk, and they like to really explore deep aspects of life, but has to do with math and science. So again, if someone is not interested in these topics, they will find their interaction with that group not very interesting. And the other aspect also is that these are people who don't mind, debating, especially if it's an INTP. So they like to push the button, and they're not very emotional. So it's not personal when they're trying to challenge you. It has to do with them wanting to sort of explore different aspects of a particular topic. Again, if you are interested in a romantic partner who is an intuitive thinker, keep in mind that these individuals are really about abstraction of the concrete, and they want a partner who can really keep up with them, who has a long attention span, who is comfortable with spending a lot of time, alone or in isolation, because that's when probably they do their best work, because they need this sort of calm sort of environment to be focused on their topic of research. I thought this information was interesting. If you enjoyed the video, please click on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and we will talk soon.